guys? It's Friday! That's right, it's Friday. We're here, the boys. Brian Hotboy, Shane, the cannibal, the placenta eater. We're calling him Mike G. We're here. It's another Friday.
I fucking eat people. Get over it.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What's that?
What?
Axes.
Yeah.
Good one.
Hate him.
Good one.
Why is this movie called Axegrinder?
I have no idea. This is like one of those movies you watch where you're like, nothing makes sense at all.
Bri, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers. Oh, sorry.
cheers, Bri.
Cheers.
Cheers.
My
to
favorite
Axegrinder.
basketball team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, have just made a trade and got Rudy Gobert. That's when we're filming this. I don't know if I like it.
You don't like giving up 4 first-round draft picks?
No, I'll tell you why I love it, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because not only do we make the trade for this guy, he goes and quotes and says, I came here to win a title when he got traded.
That's usually the opposite of what people going to Minnesota do.
I'm just saying, like, he didn't really have, like, he didn't sign with us.
No, yeah.
See his hair, though? Dude's got frosted tips now. Pretty sweet.
Does
Maybe
he?
a French
Yeah.
thing.
Probably.
You'd
Will
look-
they win a title?
No.
Not this year.
Is this Rudy Gobert conversation more interesting than the movie Axegrinder?
Absolutely.
100% yes.
Okay, Axegrinder. When was this movie released? Do you know?
2006.
Okay, so this is a little bit of an older movie.
Yeah, we went back in the past.
We're gonna try to do some more newer movies.
Yeah,
but
for sure,
there's
for
a little
sure.
bit
Thank
of-
God. Over under, we could make a better film than this.
Oh, absolutely.
We definitely did.
Over under, we've made a better film.
Yeah,
than
no,
this.
we have. What you boosh kadoosh do?
That's true.
Excuse me?
So, Axegrinder
Fucking pardon?
Axegrinder is the story of this boy who watches his parents get killed by 3 clowns, and I say that literally and figuratively.
Yes. The boy's name is
Henry?
Jeff?
Jeff?
Yo, dude,
Jed.
I'm going to lift up the skirt a little bit. Out of any of these movies, I don't know anybody's name. Call me Jen, the producer.
Oh my God.
'Cause I don't know names.
Yeah, Freddie. We were so close.
So close.
Freddie. Name's Freddie.
Yeah, so Freddie, he's going to watch his parents get murdered. The clowns are going to see him. By the way, they don't really give why the clowns murder his parents. I think
No.
they like rob, maybe.
Less is more. Common staple for us, of course. This movie doesn't give you less; it gives you absolutely nothing.
Yes. Because then what happens is they give the boy the clown mask and the axe/machete, and I think it's to frame the boy for the murders.
Oh.
I don't know, but they say something to the boy, and they're like, "You'll understand when you get older." And I feel like that was supposed to hold weight, and it didn't.
It didn't.
Well, it did, though, because when he got older, he became immortal with a burned face, and he bleeds green maggots.
Axegrinder.
Did you notice how they later in the movie replayed this the opening scene again?
Yeah, they were just,
I think they realized.
Like, in case you're forgotten, the
They're like,
hour
if you're
and 10
watching
minutes of
this,
watching
movie,
this
you probably forgot it happened because you're a big idiot. So we'll show it to you again.
Yeah. So that's the story of Freddie, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make
It
sense.
just doesn't make sense.
So shift to modern times where these people are going to go camping, and it's Bobby, it's the crew.
Yeah, it's James, it's
some names
Cheryl,
Oh, the girl shower.
Laura Palmer,
Shelley.
The main character, which actually I never could figure out who it was of this group.
The main character. There's no protagonist
There
to
is
this movie. I think the
There's just
protagonist
a
is
survivor.
it's technically Freddie. I think is like the main character and the
the
protagonist.
killer, right? Yeah.
Who are those 2 girls that made them wait in the car while they were?
Yeah, I think one of them is Shelley.
And the other is kind of main character
Laura?
girl, Laura.
She's like, hold on, it'll be okay. They can take their time. I'm just gonna show them my tits.
Would that hold you over? I feel like it would hold you over.
No, it wouldn't. I want to go.
Yeah.
I ain't waiting outside.
Shane's like, time is money.
Yeah,
So we got to go.
Hey, come on.
Fuck those tits.
exactly. So they
You a
do.
tit guy or an ass guy?
It would hold me over. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna say tit guy.
I'd be like, whoa, tits!
I'd be like, turn around and then I'll be good. I like ass is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I am also an ass man.
Okay.
There you go. Right. Cheers to ass. Get the
No, let's just give a toast.
Cheers.
Toast to all the good asses out
All the
there.
good ass. If you
Yeah.
have a bad ass, fuck off.
Okay, that's sick. So the group is gonna go driving. This girl is gonna be putting on her lipstick the entirety of the car ride. If you don't notice,
Which one's that, Laura?
I guess no, the one in the front seat.
Shelly?
Maybe.
The one that showed her tits?
Yes,
Shelley.
She's the one putting on the lipstick, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna do this for. So this driving montage, was it making anyone else dizzy?
Oh yeah,
The camera work's not good in this
bro.
movie.
Where it kept
they
speeding
had a
up?
POV
Of the woods, right?
Of the car's POV, not a person.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
car, the car's POV.
Car's POV.
Yeah.
And then they
And I
did
was
like,
like, whoa.
They did a lot of like POV of the woods.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not like Blair Witch did this way better.
Yeah. While this is happening, doesn't Freddy have like an opening kill somewhere in the woods? He like kills a couple or something?
Yeah, he kills a few people.
Oh, wait, doesn't he kill a lesbian couple?
Is it a lesbian couple?
Oh shit, he did.
Yeah, because the one girl was going down on the other girl.
Yeah, and
Kills
while she's
that
down there, she doesn't see her.
Her lover get killed. Then she peeks out. She gets killed.
Yeah.
Then there's... Are these guys soldiers or park rangers?
Everybody in
Gonna
this
ask
movie
about
has got camo on. So they're park rangers,
Okay.
I'm assuming. And they're going to get killed. They get separated, right? They're looking for something. I mean,
Yeah,
are
I
they
don't even
looking
know.
for the killer? I think they are.
Maybe.
I think they're looking for him. Well, as they mentioned that he could be in the woods. The one guy gets axed.
Yeah.
And then the one guy gets choked
Yes.
With a chain, right?
with the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is all like... It's, if you haven't noticed, the movie's already all over the place. Nothing makes any sense. So as the crew is driving, we're going to see the most realistic looking rabbits cross the street.
Fucking fantastic.
They're going to, in the worst filmed car wreck of all time, just skid, and something on the tire gets completely shredded. I can't explain this, but the tire is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're going to see that Freddy was actually pulling along fake rabbits, which I was like, thank God.
Good one, Fred.
Yeah.
It's crafty.
He is. So they're going to just be like, okay, our car's wrecked. Let's go camping.
Yep. And it becomes a camping trip. And it's time to tell a couple of campfire stories. How about the one about old Freddie Palmer?
Yes. Before that, though, I just have to mention this because I just want to know if it confused you guys as much as it confused me. When they're setting up camp before the fire, there's interspersed shots of a guy like also looking through a campsite. And I thought he was there with them the way they shot it, but he wasn't. He was in a completely different direction. The old Willie Nelson looking
that
guy.
dude. Yeah.
Ed?
Yeah.
Fucking Ed? Yeah.
Like,
He's like, where are you? Ed.
What was he doing? Was he like skinning an animal?
I don't know.
What the hell was he doing?
It looked like,
And he was also wearing camo.
yes.
We should have rocked camo.
I don't own camo.
I own a few things.
So, wait, you just own a few things or you own camo?
No, I wasn't talking about camo. I was just talking about things in
Things you
general.
owned. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Actually scarier than
Now,
Axegrinder.
this movie brings up a big talking point.
Sure.
If you deal with childhood trauma, does it fuck up your future? Let's get serious for a minute. Grow up, Shane.
So, I think it will always psychologically impact your future. I only know that because I went to therapy. But your choices really define your life.
It's true.
So, you can choose to not let it affect you,
Right.
but it will always impact you. But you can choose to not let it affect you, if that makes sense.
It does.
I agree with
I mean, this
you.
is the deepest we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
But with that said, if you do let it affect you, just don't murder people in the woods.
Don't become a walking maggot.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
What is
the
the
moral.
weirdest thing you guys have experienced when camping? If you've ever camped.
I went once. Nothing weird happened. It was really hot and uncomfortable.
I'm just going to say Chris Christie throwing me out of the campsite the next day.
I think I had a weird drunken experience where someone, I'm not going to label names, came in the middle of the night and ripped a part of my tent.
Holy shit.
But also, I think Aunt masturbated in the tent one night.
Are we talking about sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Full disclosure, we want to go there?
sure. No, let's not go there.
Okay.
Let's leave that alone. But
I want to talk about it though.
no, we're not going to talk about it. What we are going to talk about is their campfire. What do they tell the story, right, of Freddy here, and they give like backstory and
It's not Bobby, but it's the other dude.
not James,
Not James. I'll find the name of the guy right
the
now.
third guy, Mike. There's normally a Mike in these, right?
Oh, in one of the movies there was.
His name
I
is
forget which movie
his name
it
is Mike. Wow,
Yes!
that's crazy.
I nailed it.
was. Good job, Shane.
Yeah, so Mike is going to tell this riveting backstory of Freddy, which is this where we actually watched the whole opening play out again already?
I think this might trigger the opening again. 'Cause
Yeah.
You do see it twice.
Yeah.
Fucking why though?
Yeah, I don't know. So we see everything again.
You see it the second time when he finds the mask.
Oh, that's right. All right. So we cut to the next day, right? And doesn't one of them get murdered like right away now?
It was,
Mike?
It's Mike.
Yeah.
After he tells the story, he gets separated because I think he goes to the bathroom or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Yeah, so this guy, Mike, usually you tell a story, you're usually going to be there for a while. Not Mike. Mike goes and Mike gets killed.
I don't even remember how he dies.
I think he just gets axed.
Yeah, right? He
Yeah, I
just,
think he
man's
gets
getting
axed.
axed.
I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you.
So then there's the whole. So at this point, there's like this like little subplot that James is in love with Shelly, whatever the fuck her name is, and he wants to like be with her. So they have this weird scene the next day where she's swimming in the lake, and James is gonna join her.
She's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and she says, what does she even say to him? Because he's like getting undressed.
Oh, something about getting in the cold water, make your dick smaller.
And he runs away.
Yeah, and I don't know like, why did he was all game for it. She said it, and now he wanted to like not go in anymore.
Yeah, 'cause clearly she was just teasing him.
Yeah,
and
it
It's
was-
like, dude, get in the fucking lake.
Yeah, it was like such a mild mannered joke.
yeah, it was just a joke. Like, just get in the lake and like.
But that's a thing, though.
She was clearly
You want
into
cold
him.
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have went in the lake and easily got some.
Instead, he runs away, and then somehow Freddy's been under the lake the whole time, and he pulls her under and drowns her. And I was like,
I'm like, dude, why? How was he under the lake this whole time? And his mask is horrible.
God,
Yeah.
Like, how awful is this guy's mask?
it's the worst.
I feel like it's just this blank canvas, and they just put like a couple of jagged teeth on there. Like it was really a pathetic looking mask.
Yeah. So Shelly's dead. Cheryl's dead, and I thought she was the main character. She isn't.
Nope.
James, I now think, is the main character. Oh, he was also going to scare her with a clown mask, and then he just leaves the clown mask in the woods, and this is when Freddy finds the mask, and he has his PTSD.
Does he want like a little payback? Is that what he wanted? Like a little like you made a joke, so let me pay you back by putting on this creepy mask.
I assume that's what he was going for.
This is the first time we see the mask, right?
Yeah.
We haven't seen, and then this like triggers the flashback, and you find out like this is Freddy's. You trigger the flashback once Freddy gets the mask and puts the mask on. Is when it actually triggers the flashback
But
again.
All we get now is that he doesn't like clowns from his mom reading him a bedtime story.
Right.
Because he truthfully looked like he was 14 and his mom was reading him a bedtime story.
They put way too much into this and never executed it through Freddy because you really don't get much of the killer.
No.
You see him a couple of times. You see him do a couple of boring kills. None of the kills are exciting, generate any kind of energy throughout this movie.
Some of the worst kills I've
yeah,
ever seen.
it's really bad. And then when you think he gets killed, it gets even worse. But we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll touch on
so
that.
let's talk about isn't Willie Nelson now like gonna run into James when they're at the cabin?
You mean Ed?
Ed, that's it. Ed.
Old Willie. Did you skip over that little steamy little scene we got there?
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty.
Oh, what steamy scene? Tell me.
We skipped it.
Which one?
In the tent.
You're talking about the.
See, I don't know names.
The Mike
but-
and the Mike.
Oh,
Mike
I
and his
forgot about
girlfriend.
that. Yeah, we could talk about that real
Oh,
quick.
Mike and his girlfriend banged. There was that.
And she's like, fucking hit me. And he's like, no, and she kicks him out of the tent.
Yeah.
Because girls like that shit, and nowadays, like, you just gotta be careful. I think he made the right move.
Bro, this might be a hot take by me. I like boring sex.
I think most guys do. Girls that like the fucking really
Yeah.
physical shit.
You asked me to like fucking hit you. I'm good.
My girlfriend's like asphyxiating me,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
good.
literally, I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah,
No, thanks,
you
man.
gotta watch out.
Yeah.
Well, he does an asphyxiator. That's why he leaves the tent and gets killed. Now, we could talk about her kill because then she's going to wake up to a man in a clown mask on top of her. And she's like, oh, you're finally going to beat me up.
And now she's into it.
And he starts choking her.
Because now he's wearing the mask that James had, which is a legit clown mask.
And now he's choking her and she's into it at first. Then, though, he does this weird thing where his fingers start shooting blood out of her neck because how is she bleeding from the chokehold here? He's supposed to be digging his thumbs in?
Supposedly he's digging his thumbs in, which would take an insane amount of pressure, obviously. And, like, he'd have to have, like, drill bit fingers.
How sharp are this guy's fingernails?
So he does this thing where, like, he doesn't fuck her, but he kills her instead. You know?
Yeah. Classic Mike G stuff.
You do that ever?
Yeah.
You ever just like want to fuck your girl, but like you kill her instead?
You ever seen me in PA? That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, you turn into a real serial killer out there.
Stone
If
cold
there's
killer.
any sprees of unsolved murders in Pennsylvania, he did it.
This guy.
Sick. You guys are sick. So let's cut to the other couple that's about to bang on a tree.
Yeah.
Because I'm still trying to figure out who the main character is. So we got Laura and Bobby. They're up against a tree.
Oh, not to mention, Laura getting recurring nightmares of the clown. Why?
I forgot. Wait,
Why?
wait. That's right. Doesn't Laura have a nightmare of her eating maggot pie?
The first night she dreams
my
of the
God.
clown eating maggot pie, and I'm like, why?
So here's the thing. I think they try to explain that at the end of the movie by maybe setting up that she was the killer.
The whole time. He tried to do a Camp Blood thing.
Yeah, because it's the clown.
But why do that and invest literally 20 minutes in building up in two different scenarios, the flashbacks of Freddy being the killer?
I don't know.
You can't do that. You can't do both. You can have it one way.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways. This isn't McDonald's or Burger King. Which is the one where you have it your way? Both of them.
Have it your way at BK? Was
Yeah, it's
that it?
BK. Let's go with
It's gotta
BK.
be BK. We really
What's
don't have it your way.
McDonald's slogan though?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, McDonald's.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And I do
We
love
should
it.
know.
I had McDonald's twice in the last 24 hours, and I love it. I love every second of it.
Would you rock out with chicken sandwich?
I swear, like, I'm no joke. Like, when I do get married, I'm gonna have like, you know, how, like you have like fondue fountains or like ramens,
Yes.
like sections. It's just gonna be like a bunch of McDonald's flavored shit.
I'm in.
So McDonald's and a bunch of guys in Colts jerseys.
Yes,
That's what we're doing. I love it.
This is going to be probably the best
my
wedding of all
wedding.
time.
I mean, I don't plan on getting married for a while, but that's what the wedding's shaped up to be.
Yeah, it sounds exciting. Is it exciting as a rope being put around Bobby and Laura, and they're just getting the shit squeezed out of them. They're getting squeezed.
Shane,
I
you ever
didn't
get shit squeezed.
I didn't expect Bobby to die this fast, but the Bobby and Laura romance is so dull.
It is.
It's extremely dull.
It's the worst.
They do like a makeout session, but it's so dull.
Yeah, there's no punching. There's no asphyxiation. There's nothing
They
exciting.
just like kiss, and
it's
then
classic Mike G shit. Just boring.
like his back gets axed, and like he's dead, and she's just holding a dead guy.
Yeah, and then
Freddy gets unmasked. I think at
he
this point.
does, and his face is burned. No explanation. Actually, none. Like you. It's
Why
not even,
is his face burned? And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't like she say Freddy? Like someone says it to him,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
isn't it like said like, oh, it's Fred, and he's like, he looks like shocked.
It's like I'm Freddy.
I'm finally masked, unmasked, and he's like,
Yeah.
Why is he the way he is? Like, seeing
Why
your-
are you the way you
Yeah.
are?
I often
I-
think that about you.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I can't explain it.
Like seeing your parents get killed, I get it. It's horrible, but is that really gonna?
and
turn you?
the clowns that killed them killed their parents. For no reason. We don't know.
Yeah, but they weren't immortal
They were
clowns. So
sh-
how
they
did
were
he
just-
become immortal?
They were just dudes.
The backstory makes no sense. Cut to Ed finding James in a cabin, actually hanging upside down after James had run out of a cabin. Ed cuts him free. James thinks Ed's the killer. He's not. They're like, okay, let's work together.
Yeah.
So this is when they come and run into Laura, right?
Correct.
And this is the big fight between Ed and Freddy.
Ed dies.
Yep.
Hello. Wait a minute. I'm
Yeah.
Bixby.
Yo, what is that, dude?
My phone sometimes picks up shit.
Brian's phone is just picking shit up while this fight is going on.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so like Bixby, I guess, is like the Android version
Of Siri?
Siri?
of Siri. And like my phone's like hypersensitive, so you say something like similar, it just picks it up and it's connected to Bluetooth.
Your phone is badass though. When that thing opens up,
It's like a robot.
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
pretty
I love
sick.
it.
All right, so Ed's dead, right? Now it's just James and Laura. And do they cut off his head in this scene, or
Well,
it's later?
Dude, I don't know.
It's around this time. His head's gonna get cut off, and I don't even remember who fucking cuts it off.
Me either.
As crazy as that sounds, but one of these
have no
characters, I'm trying to think. It's either Laura or James. I think it's James.
Yeah.
I think he cuts off his head, and yeah, it's this weird like green
Maggot goo?
maggot goo. And you know, this is not the first time you see it too, because earlier on somebody does like hit him in the
Yeah,
stomach.
and he's got
you
green
see
maggots.
Yeah.
So he is eternal. And why? Because he's just a human. There's like a missing gap. Like this is like this movie needs a prequel. Like we need to understand what
Yeah.
happened in the gaps of like him being a child to becoming this killer in the woods, and why did he become this killer in the woods? Why is it the woods? Because his family died in a house, and now he's killing campers in the woods. I don't know.
Put it this way: if you watch this movie, it'd be like you hit skip a bunch of times.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
just
and
skip
you
a
just-
large
yeah.
portion of the movie.
100%. There's going to be a scene now where they get in a car and they're driving away,
Yeah.
and they get into a car wreck, and somehow James ends up on top of the car, right? Looking down. But how did he get out of the car? Like, I'm so lost. The clown's going to take James.
It's like the car scene at the end of Camp
Camp
Blood.
Blood. This is literally shittier Camp
It's
Blood,
a worse
which I
version
can't believe
of
I'm
Camp
saying
Blood.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie has no redeeming quality. I don't understand it.
No. So James is going to get taken to a cabin. Laura's going to follow him. She can't save him. James is going to get killed off. Just a stupid axe kill. Then Laura's going to run to the street. Another soldier / park ranger is going to show up.
I don't know.
He gets killed.
He gets killed.
And then Laura just wakes up to the opening girl who was killed. Oh, we didn't even talk about the rapist subplot.
There is a rapist in the woods
the rapist.
that like tries to attack the women and rape them like randomly. What does he have to do with Freddy? I no idea. Never
No.
explained.
Okay.
But
It's why I forgot to bring him up.
he's seen in the beginning as trying to rape. He does try to rape this first jogger.
Yeah, a redhead girl.
Yeah, and then he tries to rape Laura right towards the end.
Yes.
He's just out raping, and he's got no association with Freddy. In fact, I think he's a part of the conflict. Doesn't Freddy kill
Yeah,
him?
him and Freddy have a blood feud in the forest. But the thing is, I feel like this forest is like, just like if you die in the forest, you're
You
eternal
become
because they
immortal.
keep coming back to fight. They're like
Right.
fucking Mothra and Mechagodzilla. They just
Holy
keep
shit.
fighting, and I don't get it.
It reminds me of the episode of South Park where it's like Mecha Godzilla and Mecha Streisand.
Mecha
Yeah.
Streisand. It's one of the funniest
Mecha,
TV.
Mecha Sidney Poitier. Mecha Robert Smith the Cure.
But that's what it is. Like I get. Like,
Mega Poitier.
so, yeah,
It's literally one of the funniest episodes in
It's
like, TV ever.
Literally season 1.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Shit's so funny. Anyway,
So yeah, she's now tied up in an insane asylum with the girl who was killed first. But then they kind of like make it that she killed everyone.
Right.
I can't explain it. One of you try to explain
I'm
it.
sorry, I'm so stuck on the South Park. Because I think I'm Barbara Streisand trying to find the diamond, the Pantheos. Or whatever.
Yo.
It's like, oh my god, I need the diamond of Pantheos. Okay, but
Yeah.
you're right. She appears in she appears at what appears to be like a mental institution, right? Like she's
Right,
looking-
yeah.
You see it like because she's like it's like a POV up to the ceiling that she's in there. They try to make like so. Here's the like. Is Freddy even a thing? Is she thinking about all this? Why are they putting so much investment into the Freddy storyline? Because clearly he's the killer. Did she kill all of her friends? Is Freddy the killer? Or is she getting framed for the killings? We really don't have a clear definition.
No, I have no fucking
I guess
clue.
the only way to properly figure it out is to watch Axegrinder 2.
Which came out 13 years later.
So no.
Yeah.
The answer is the director had no direction for this movie. This movie's horrible.
For a calf
Yeah, this is
instead of bull.
a bad one. So are we recommending it?
Mega Potya!
Yo, I want to defend the raper in the beginning real quick.
No, never say that sentence. Never say that
The raper?
sentence. So what I'm
Shit,
gonna
you know
do?
what crazy shit happens in the woods.
Yeah, I've been there. I was kicked out by Chris Christie.
Anything can
Me?
happen in the woods.
Brian, let's go. We plan on going deep woods.
Yeah.
Deep south, deep in the south woods.
We're going to go to backwoods.
Is that just the swamp?
We're going to go to the swamp.
We're going deep.
But I
Shane.
was also talking to Shane. I'm like, you may be interested.
Yeah, we got a good idea here.
We're planning to go on a vacation where we do the Houses of October built theme, where they just go to like all these crazy haunted houses.
Is that the stuff where they touch you?
We want to be
Yes.
buried
I
alive.
don't want to be touched.
We
Yeah,
want to
no.
see you buried alive.
You won't be touched, but you'll be buried alive, though.
Stop. If I go there with you two fuckers, I will not come out. I'll just die in there.
Well, we want
I'll
you-
be set up. It's happened before.
We want you buried alive with
I'm
the
lucky
clown.
I got out of Philly with you two.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, that's because he lost his keys.
Oh, because the
I
first
was
clown.
talking about the setup before.
Because me and Shane were ahead and we saw a clown and we're like, not us, but that guy right there.
Full
You want
disclosure,
him.
I'm fucking terrified of clowns.
And the clown started taking you away.
It was a girl too. She fucking dragged me to a different place.
I'll never forget it. You're like looking back and you're like, I'll never forgive you guys. Don't leave me. What are you guys doing? Leave. I'll never forgive you guys. And honestly, I got the biggest scare of the night because I lost my
actually
keys.
terrifying.
In the haunted house. But someone found them. So we were all good.
Shout out to that girl. Wherever you are now, I hope you're living a great life.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep. It's a fact. Axegrinder is a complete pile of dog shit, but if you're gonna watch it because it's on Tubi. I will always recommend to watch a horror movie, no matter if it's bad or good.
Wait, but are we recommending this movie? We gotta give it a thumbs up or down.
I mean, I recommend anybody to watch any of these movies because pretty much everything we review is gonna be on Tubi.
That's a good point.
Dude,
It's
Tubi
all
is
Tubi is the
chock
greatest place
full.
for like low budget independent horror films.
But on this podcast, do we recommend it on this podcast? Let's find out. Let's do a little bit of a.
God,
No.
I mean, we kind of gave a good tell. It's
I can't.
It's a no. It's like a one movie because it really just doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, so there's like entertaining like bad movies, and obviously like we've recommended some bad movies, but this one is just so incoherent. I was just like kind of frustrated while watching it almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't recommend it.
Yeah, same.
But next week,
What are we doing next?
can we recommend Metal Face,
Metal Face, or
aka Playing with Dolls?
which makes total sense, and both names are applicable.
Yeah. Because all the sequels are called Playing with Dolls, I think,
Yeah,
with
they
a
are.
subtitle.
Just Metal Face is the only one that has the alternate title.
Yeah. Don't know why.
Yeah.
But that's next week.
Yeah. Yep. So tune in. Yep.
Bye.
This is Final Friday. Take care.
Bye. Did you just flip off the camera?
No, I wouldn't do that.
YouTube is going to demonetize us.
I never drank. I'm done already. I need another
So you want to drink?
That's intense.
We'll make you a drink
You-
this time.
Yo, no.